Hello there, it's Michael here with another guitar lesson from Northern Ireland, and this is Layla by Eric Clapton. So the main riff of the song starts, and then you'll hear that cool lead guitar part over the top. Throughout the song you can kind of choose which one you do, so this is the riff. Let's see how it goes. Okay, let's look at the first riff here. I'm going to pull back the volume a little bit just so you can hear me, okay? Pick open A string and hammer the 3. Then do the same on the D string, but you have to add a pull off to the open string. So 0, 3 A string, 0, 3, 0 D string. Then you come back to the A string, pick 3. And then pick the open D. Okay, then we're going to add some power chords after it, some 5 chords. So go to the 5th fret of the A string, first finger there. I'm going to suggest little finger for fret 7 of the D string. So you've got this D5 chord it would be. You can play them with these fingers, but for what we're going to do later, do 1st and 4th finger. So that's a D5. Just give it a strum. Go back 2 frets. This will be a C5. Go back 2 frets. Give it a strum. This will be B flat 5. And add that to the hammer on pull off bit you did before. Now then, after the B5 power chord, just take the 1st finger off that chord and you'd actually be playing open A string and just where your pinky finger was. So it'll sound weird in isolation like that, but that's what you need to play. Then take this free 3rd finger, just play 3rd fret of the low E string. Then you're going to move up to the C5 chord again. And then take the 1st finger off. Then one more thing. 1st finger goes to that fret 3 this time of the low E. And then go back to that 5th fret power chord from the A string, the D5. There we go. Lots of fun to play that. Now that repeats a lot of the time in the song. So when you hear the cool lead guitar part over the top, this is what's playing underneath it, okay? Now if you know a D minor pentatonic scale, and then the little extended pattern, you know, a lot of the lead guitar stuff is coming from those positions. Eric Clapton uses those frequently. Here's how the lick goes. Start on the B string, pick 10 and hammer to 13. I'm just using 1st and 3rd finger here. Do the same on the high E, but you have to add a pull off. And you might start to hear some similarities with the riff that's playing underneath here. So pick 10, hammer to 13 on the B string. Pick 10, hammer to 13, pull off the 10 on the high E. Then you go back to 13 on the B string. And then 10 on the high E. And you can give that last note some vibrato. Then go to 13 on the high E, full step bend. Pick it again without a bend. 12 on that string. I'm using 3rd and 2nd finger here. You can give that vibrato too. 13 on the B string. And then resolve to fret 10 on the high E string. All together. Now we'll do almost the same again. So the start of the lick is the same, but the end's going to be different. So let's start there then with the different ending. 15 on the high E. Full step bend, then just pick 15 normal. Give it some vibrato. 12 with the first finger. That's on the high E still. 13 on the B string, middle finger. Then go over here to fret 10 again on the high E. Give it some vibrato. Okay, that's that very cool, memorable lead guitar part. Let me put that together. So let's look at the verse chords, and there are bar chords here, so I hope I'm not ruining it for you by telling you that now. Okay. So this is C sharp minor 7. So that's fret 4 on the A string. Now it would be a normal minor bar chord shape, but you take the pinky finger off and it becomes a minor 7. Move that shape down to the low E string. You're going to play all 6 strings now, and this is G sharp 7. Okay, so C sharp minor 7, G sharp 7, another C sharp minor 7. Then we need some 5 chords. The C5 that we did earlier. Then move it up 2 frets to D5. And now in this case I'm just using first and third finger for these. Then we need an E major bar chord from fret 7 of the A string. There's also F sharp minor, B major, just an E open chord, an A open chord, another F sharp minor, another B major, another E open chord. So that's the chords then, and let me talk about the strumming. So this would use what's called 16th note rhythm. Now just to make it basic and easy to follow here, I'm going to play through it all just with plain old downstrokes, okay? So let's check it out. So that just had a kind of 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and rhythm going, but everything was downstrokes. So that's what's happening in 16th note rhythm, by the way. You're kind of cramming in twice the amount of strumming you usually would do for normal what's called 8th note rhythms. Now if you want to know more about that, check out a 16th note strumming lesson I did on the channel, but I don't want to diverge too much here. So this is the pattern that I would recommend you try. So that's down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up. And notice my arms are always on the move. Try and keep it moving like this all the time. So do that in C sharp minor 7, G sharp 7, then do down, 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 up on the C sharp minor 7, and down, down, up on the C5 to the D5. Okay, hope that's making sense there. Let me just put everything together so far. Then the E major chord. That's down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up. Then the F sharp minor, that's down, 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 up. To the B major. Down, up, down, 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 up. And then do the same rhythm for the E to the A. So same rhythm there for those 4 chords and the changes. Another F sharp minor to B. Then just a little bit of E before the lead guitar is going to come back in. Just a down, 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 up. Now then, that's most of the song covered, which is great. You've got the main riff, the main lead guitar part, and the verse chords. And after it, you're going to hear the riff and lead guitar come back, and you can kind of choose which part you want to play along to. So for some extra fun over the verses, you could play about with C sharp minor pentatonic stuff. That's where Clapton's vocals are going. And if you listen to it, you can replicate what's singing with that scale. And that's kind of what's going on in the background anyway. So just for fun, play about with this scale. C sharp minor pentatonic. And you can kind of mimic Clapton's vocals in there. You know, all that kind of stuff. It's good fun to do and good ear training. So there'll be a guitar solo in the song, and you can keep doing the main part that you've learned. There's all kinds of like layers of different leads and slides in the background, which would be really hard to cover, but you can keep doing this part. What you could do though is some D minor pentatonic improvising, if you know any of your D minor pentatonic. You could do a bit of improvising with that scale and any of the extensions. You know, it's a good fun song to try some improvising yourself over. Now then, for the outro section that has some chords and strumming, and then I'll show you some lead guitar stuff you can do over the top of this soon. Okay, so just some nice clean tone to kind of mimic the piano going. Okay, chords you need are C, C/E, so include the low E and omit the high E. And it'll sound a bit weird in isolation, but that's what we need. You need some kind of F chord, so big F bar chord, or one of the more simple bar chords. Just whatever you can manage in there. B flat 7. That's from the 1st fret of the 5th string. So it's like an A7. Move it up 1 fret and put a bar across it. Not the easiest place in the neck to do it, but that's what we need. So you'll also need a passing chord called C/B. So if you had your C chord, take the 3rd finger away, put middle finger up to the 2nd fret of the 5th string now, and you get that nice passing chord. And don't worry, I'll break that down. An A minor, D minor, a G, and I'm going to play it kind of the old folk singer way, with 3rd, 2nd and pinky. Because you also need this big stretchy chord G sus4. So these fingers are on it still, except for that middle finger, like it was on the folk singer G, we'll call it. Take that middle finger off, put 1st finger on fret 1 of the 2nd string, and you'll need that at some point. So it kind of repeats a lot of the same stuff. So let's look at the main sequence. And the strumming is 1, 2 and 4 and. That'll get you through most of it here. So that's a bar of C, then your C/C where you want that low E coming out, then 2 bars of F, do that again, two bars of that B flat 7 chord, and go back to C. And that's the main sequence, and that keeps going a lot of the time, okay? Now sometimes you'll get this walk down bit, so it's all the same till you have your B flat 7s, they're the same as well. Okay, so 2 B flat 7s like before, 1 C, and then you're going to do C to the C/B passing chord like this. So that's a down, down, up, down on the C. Put a rest note in, then just do 1 quick down on the C/B. Another rest note before you get to a new bar with A minor back to the regular strumming. Then D minor, then your G chord, then this passing part again, A minor, D minor, the G sus4, big stretchy G chord, back to regular G. And that really gives you all the chord sequences you'll need for that outro. Now there are some nice lead guitar melodies that you can play over this that are kind of being played on acoustic guitars and the piano. We can do a lead guitar line to replicate that, so let's look at the first one. Real nice to play. Now then, start on fret 5 on your D string. And then you're kind of just using that as a passing note to get to this 5th fret of the G string, which is a C note. And this is all roughly C major scale stuff, okay? So do the first bit twice. 5, 5, and again. Then I just go to fret 7 of the G string with my 3rd finger. Then hit it again and slide to 9. Use whatever fingers work here and apply vibrato wherever you feel like it, okay? Then we need to go to 10 and 12 on that same string. So just to give you those notes, 9, 10, 12 on the G string. Back to 10, 9, 7, 5. And you can restart all that again. Okay, that'll play a lot, and sometimes there will be this ending attached to the end of it. And it sounds weird like that, but it works really nicely. Over the B flat 7 chord that it's been played over, you're actually playing what's called the 7. Of that B flat 7 bar chord down there. So you're playing a chord tone, which is why it sounds a little bit strange, but it works. So that bit there, fret 6 of the D string. 5 of the G, 7 of the G, 5 of the B, back to 7 on the G, back to 5 on that same string, back to the spooky note, 6 on the D string, and then finish on fret 5 of the G string. So let me tag that on to the original melody and hopefully it'll sound like for you. Then to match the walk down bit of the chords, you can follow that with some lead guitar like this. So that's just fret 5 to 4 on the G string, and you can kind of do the same rhythm as you were doing for strumming. 5, 5, 5, 5, 4, and then you want to get to this A note on fret 7 of the D string. And that leads us into one more melody part here. So that's 9, 10, 12, 10, 9, 7, all on the G string. Okay, let me put that in context. Next one, stay on 7. So that's 7, 9, 10, 9, 7, 5. Those are all the notes you're using. One more bit just to add there. Go to fret 7 of your D string to get this melody. 7 on the D, 5 on the G, 7 on the G, back to 7 on the D string. And we'll just finish it off like this. 5, 5, 4, 4. Those are on the G string. 7, 7 on the D. 5, 5 on the D. All together from the walk down bit.